Welcome to the NBA 2K24 Frankenstein Lab. Today, I'm going to spin a wheel of every NBA starter to create what is hopefully a game-changing big man for Scoot Henderson, Shaedon Sharpe, and the rest of the Portland Trailblazers. Then, we'll give the franchise 5 years to see if they can become the next NBA dynasty. Tyler Hatch is back in the lab.
Let's get ready to rumble!
This time, we're going to switch his position to center power forward, and now we're going to spin the wheel to see how tall he is. All right, hopefully we're playing any stretch 5 here because we have Okongwu, who is 6'9", not the tallest, but we can make it work. But we are going to be a bit thin. Jalen Green is only 186 pounds, so this man is basically going to be a rail.
You don't always win.
Wingspan, we get Scotty Barnes. Now this is the big one.
It's that time. It's that time.
We get our potential. Hopefully it's a good one. Okay, not the highest, but we got to live with what the wheel gives us. 90 potential from Bradley Beal. From here on out, I'll just show you the highlights, but let's get into his attributes. Big Rudy with a rough 58 post fade. It gets even worse with Quickly's 50 post hook. Triple J, who not only is a great basketball player, but has an excellent wing sauce here in Memphis.
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care.
This gives us a 91 close shot. Unfortunately, Zoo can only get us a 74 mid-range. Okay, not the three-point shot we were maybe hoping for, but Jabari Smith gets us up to an 83, which is serviceable given our position. Okay, we're to offensive rebounding, so this is the big one. We need somebody good here, and it is going to be...
Come on, bring the dogs.
We can probably live with Mitchell Robinson. Let's go check it out. Yeah, we can definitely live with 97 offensive rebounding. Josh Hart gives us a 25 standing dunk. Eey.
Well, that was just as bad as Kazam.
Christian Wood, 85 driving dunk. Okay, because I probably skipped over quite a bit of this, here's a quick look at our offensive attributes. Obviously, close shot, three-point shot probably our best two. I mean, post control is up there, but not really that important. But when we get to offensive rebounding, that is where we're going to make our bread and butter, which is great for this team. That means we can get all of our shooters a lot more shots. Let's move on to the defensive side of the ball.
Yeah, buddy!
Unfortunately, Norman Powell can only give us 47 defensive rebounding, so we're not going to be quite as good on that side of the ball. All right, Shingo, not the best defender, but we will take 69 interior defense. Get Lonzo Ball, who gives us 84 perimeter defense, which means we'll probably be able to switch just about everything, making us a good fit for the modern NBA. Unfortunately, we're not going to be much of a rim protector because DeMar DeRozan only has 60 block.
That ain't no problem.
Okay, again, just in case we skipped anything, this is kind of a very weird center player, but hopefully we can make it work, especially if we get some good athleticism, which I think is next up. Yeah, we're going to get athleticism here. Would love to get a bunch of speed out of this guy, so let's go ahead and jump in and see what the wheel gives us. Oh, this is a good one. Drew Holiday, 96 lateral quickness.
Might get a little bit flaky.
A little bit of a downgrade. Rui only gets us 72 speed, but we'll take it at this point. Levine gets us 81 speed with Wall, very solid for being a center. But we got to take 60 strength from CJ.
Wait!
Dame Time gets us 97 stamina. Okay, so back over at the character creator, as you can see, looking pretty solid actually athletically. The lateral quickness definitely stands out, especially for a 6'9" center. Finally, we're going to jump into mental, then we'll get our hot zones and our badges, and we'll be ready to go. John gets us 75 defensive consistency, and Paul George gets us 95 offensive consistency. Okay, now it's time to spin for hot zones. Would love some stuff on the outside, but let's see what happens. All right, we get Kyrie Irving. Let's see what that looks like. If we're going to play stretch 5, this is not too bad of a hot zone lineup. Hopefully, we get some good badges to go along with it. All right, first we have inside scoring badges. Hopefully, we get someone big, or maybe like LeBron would be good here. Giannis would be incredible. And it is going to be SGA. Would SGA be good? SGA could be good, especially getting to the rim. Let's go ahead and see what he has. Yeah, so as expected, you could look through these lists. We have like floater, slithery, pro touch, giant slayer, fearless finisher, fast switch. All badges for a guy who gets at the rim. Unfortunately, not quite so much for a guy who makes his living around the basket.
I was born in the pit.
So unfortunately, we don't get like Dream Shake, back down Punisher, drop stepper, like none of that. Masher, of course, none of that is in here. Hopefully we can build around that, but we'll just have to see how it goes. Outside shooting, we don't really care quite as much about this one. Let's see who it is. Okay, I don't know if he'll have any. Let's go check. Yeah, as expected, Kelly Oubre Jr. doesn't have a ton of outside shooting badges. He gets like spot finder, open looks, slippery out ball, and we need to take our midi magician. He doesn't get that. But the one that's good for us is he does have silver corner specialist, which with our hot zones and our 83 3-point shooting could turn us into a lethal scorer if this continues to grow. Now, let's go check out playmaking, which again,
We don't care.
Let me tell you something.
We don't care.
okay, give me a good playmaker just for the memes. Like, can we get a Steph Curry here? Can we get I was going to say Russell Westbrook. He might be, Josh Giddey would be fun. Can we get Josh Giddey? No, it's going to be Nurkic. I'm assuming Nurkic has none. Okay, my sincerest apologies to Mr. Nurkic.
I'm gonna need you to pay a little bit more attention, big dog.
He actually has break starter and post playmaker on bronze, so we have those. We also have blow by. That was a badge SGA had from his finishing. For some reason, it ends up in playmaking, so we're just going to add it here. But now let's get on to defense and athleticism. This is the one I really hope we get a very good player for. Okay, this might be good. Draymond could be solid. Let's go check it out. Okay, Draymond not as good as I was hoping for. He's got anchor on gold, a couple of badges on bronze and silver. A few others got post lockdown on gold, workhorse on gold. Not too terrible. Unfortunately, he doesn't have any athleticism or rebounding badges, which is what we'd really like to see, like rebound chaser, box out beast, and brick wall all here. But hopefully those will add to our repertoire as we grow. For now, we're going to add Mr. Hatch to the Portland Trail Blazers, and we'll get this first season started. All right, here is the roster at the start of season 1. As you can see, Simons is number 1 on the team at 85. We got quite a few guys rated 82 overall, and 3 of them are centers.
Hold up. Wait a minute. Something ain't right.
If I were controlling this team, I would probably try to move on someone like DeAndre Ayton or Robert Williams III. Unfortunately, I cannot control the team. I am controlling, as you can see in the top corner, the Washington Wizards. We're just going to let the Trailblazers do what they do, see if they can make this work. Anyway, sorry, enough stalling from me. Let's go ahead and hop into season number 1. I will see you at the end of the season. I don't think we're probably going to make the playoffs, but there's always a chance. The team is actually looking not too bad if they can all stay healthy, but that's probably not going to happen. I'll see you when we have more to report at the end of the season. Okay, we'll run through these awards real quick. Trae Young, MVP, 33 points per game and 10 assists. Wow. Wemby, of course, wins Rookie of the Year. 6th man goes to Russ. Wemby wins Defensive Player of the Year as a rookie. Okay, I mean, that could happen. Jalen Johnson is your most improved. So apparently the Hawks are going to be very good. SGA Clutch Player of the Year, Quinn Snyder, Tyler Jamison. Okay, do we make the playoffs? We are the 6th seed. Okay, that's good to see. Hatch only started 39 games, so that's kind of surprising. And he only got 6 rebounds. Ooh. Maybe not actually the best season from Hatch there, but he did average 17 points a game. Hopefully he can keep improving. So first round, we get New Orleans, who of course, that's going to be Zion. That's going to be Brandon Ingram, McCollum, Valanciunas, Trey Murphy, lots of good players. This could be a tough series. Let's hop in and see if we can do some damage. We find ourselves down 3-1. Let's see if we can claw back out of this one or if we're going to be out in the first round. Yeah, no surprise. New Orleans rolled out to a big lead here. We are going to get knocked out of the first round. However, I kind of view this as mostly a win for us.
It's an issue with your head, man.
I didn't think we were even going to make the playoffs. We're all the way up to the 6th seed. So that's huge. Hopefully we can build on that going into year number 2. We'll have to see what the roster looks like though, because we definitely need some changes. We could add like a small forward maybe. At the very least, we should probably get rid of one or more of our centers. So let's go ahead and see who wins this season, and then we'll jump to year number 2. In the finals, we're going to get Pellies versus Cavs. The Cleveland Cavaliers, 2K's favorite sons.
What's so good about Cleveland?
Have won themselves another title. With that, let's go ahead and jump into year number 2. Okay, that was pretty quick. Tyler Hatch up to 86 overall. He is now our best player on the team, which is good to see. And also good to see Shaedon Sharpe continuing to improve. Would love to see Scoot moving up a little bit quicker. We could use some of these guards to move up. The bad news is it looks like we got rid of Jamari Grant, which I don't love. Maybe we just go ahead and move Tyler Hatch to the 4 for now because we have such a logjam at center and we could really use some players out on the wing. So let's go ahead and do that, and then we'll get into year number 2. Here we are at the end of the year awards. Luka picks up MVP. Rookie of the Year goes to Isaiah Collier. Did go ahead and import the real-ish roster. Jalen Duren. Oh, wow. Look, two Jazz. Okay, we're getting jazzy up in these. Wemby wins his 2nd Defensive Player of the Year. Dyson Daniel gets most improved, although I don't know how he's most improved when he's only averaging 6 points, 4 rebounds, and 4 assists. Dame is Clutch Player of the Year. Of course, 2K loves their Cavs.
The Cavaliers just a bunch of old geezers.
Tyler Hatch does make 2nd team all defense. Okay, good to see that. Are we in the playoffs? We are the 2 seed.
Damn.
What? Let's go. We got to go look at the stats. Okay, Hatch is up to 21 points and 8 boards a game. Also nearly 2 blocks, 4.5 assists. Okay, so everybody's in the mid 80s now. Not everybody, but most of our star players in the mid 80s. This team is actually very spicy at this point.
I like my meatballs spicy.
We could definitely do some damage. Let's see who our first round matchup is going to be. We're going to go against Houston, who should also be around the same. Yeah, they're pretty much the exact same as us. Young, lots of good 80 overall talent. Should be a good first round matchup. Let's hop into it. Thanks to some great shooting from their guards, Portland gets through in 6. Now we're going on to face Luka and Kyrie Irving in round number 2. Going to be a much tougher test. We do not have near the star power that this team has. Luka could dominate us. Let's see how it turns out. Yeah, Luka is really good at this thing called basketball.
die.
We are down 3-1. Let's see if we can claw back into it or if we're going to get bopped here in round number 2. 1:33 left on the clock. Portland has a 4-point lead. Simons does have back spasms, so he could be in trouble for the future. But the good news for the Trailblazers is that Luka has fouled out of this game, so we're at least probably going to force a game 5. A big miss there from Scoot. Would have loved to hit that one. Exum with the ball. Playing point guard in Luka's spot. Of course, 2 very large point guards, so it makes sense. Gets it over to Hardaway, over to Irving. Irving gonna try to go around this guy. I mean, it's a little log jam there. Irving goes up and makes a shot. All right, it is a 2-point ball game. Maybe we're not gonna force a game 5. Hatch not even in the game right now. Not really sure why.
He's really good. That ain't good enough.
John Collins in instead. Ooh, good shot there from Simons. I mean, not a very good taken shot, but a good made shot there. Kyrie Irving brings the ball down the court. Is he being guarded by Scoot? I think so. All these guys kind of look similar.
Hold up. Wait a minute. Something ain't right.
So I might miss some. I apologize. Ooh, Scoot with a steal. Come on, push it, push it, push it. Oh, ooh. There we go. I was hoping he was going to lob that back to DeAndre Ayton, but instead he goes right to the bucket, gets fouled, makes it a 6-point ball game with 46 seconds left on the clock. I think Hatch just checked in. Simons left the game, though. He is injured, so I guess having Shaedon Sharpe in there is pretty smart. Henderson's first shot, his only shot, is up and a miss. Ooh, don't like that. Got to play good defense here if we want to have a shot. Gets it over to Exum. Exum puts up a quick shot, misses. Hatch with the board. Gets it over to Henderson. Henderson is going to get fouled. Okay. Henderson is going to the line, I presume. Yeah. Scoot Henderson at the line could put the team up by 8. Makes his first. He's an 80% free throw shooter, so he'll probably make these as well. Second shot is a make, and now we're up by 8. Mavs call a timeout. 35 seconds on the clock. Probably too many points for them to come back from. Okay, no Luka. Mavs gonna have to move quick and do it without their best player. Gonna rely on Kyrie, I assume. Marshall looking to inbound, gets it into Kyrie. Kyrie needs to move quickly. I don't know why he's standing around. Come on, you're down by 8, my friend.
Westbrook's not happy about it.
You gotta move. You need to do something. Tick, tick, tick. Gets it over to Hardaway Jr. Hardaway Jr. pulls and misses.
Right there. Oh my goodness.
Ayton with the board. That is going to be your ball game. We are going to force a game number 5. Unfortunately, Luka is going to be back in the lineup. Hopefully we can foul him out again and maybe force the game 7, but that's going to be tough. I said game 5. We're actually forcing a game 6. My apologies. So let's go ahead and jump forward to game number 6. So you're saying there's a chance. Trailblazers up by 5 on the road. 1:31 on the clock. Luka has 5 fouls.
I need a recovery beer.
So he could foul out at any second. Kyrie Irving puts up his first free throw, makes that one, makes it a 4-point game. Ayton and I think Scoot are checking in. John Collins leaving. Probably means Tyler Hatch is going to be on the court. Yes, Tyler Hatch is there. We always recognize that hairdo. Okay, Kyrie Irving's second shot. It is going to go up right now, and he is going to make it. All right, 100%. All right, yeah, definitely going to make that one. Okay, Simons bringing the ball down the court. I think I said, no, Scoot isn't too. Sorry. All these guys look the same. I don't know how you Blazers fans do it. Simons goes right at Irving, even with the back injury, but does not make it. Lively with the board, gets it to Exum. Exum bringing the ball down the court. A big point guard going right at his man. Luka gets the ball. Luka puts up a 3.
I saw it was a little leprechaun.
He misses. That is rare. That is a very rare. We see Luka miss a wide open shot in the clutch like that. 1:06 on the clock. We have a 3-point advantage. Simon's going to go right at Kyrie again. Kyrie cannot slow him down even with the back injury. Scoot gets the ball. Tries to go at Luka. Ooh, a little step back. Hits. Booyah! Come on, baby. Okay, 5-point game. We're trying to force a game 7 here, everybody. They're up 3-2. Our season is on the line. We are the better seed, so we should be favored here. However, they definitely have the better player in Luka. Luka goes to work in the post, puts up a hooker shot, and misses. Oh my gosh.
I dropped my hot pocket.
Luka is failing them in the clutch here. They're going to foul here. Luka can't foul, so someone else going to have to come do it for him. They're just not going to foul anybody. Okay, finally Luka fouls. Luka is fouled out of the game. Come on! 25 points, not enough. Scoot Henderson puts up a first shot, makes it. We are now up by 6. With Luka gone, this is probably going to game 7, which is kind of surprising in my opinion because while we might have the better team in terms of like depth, they obviously have the better stars. And a lot of times 2K is a star-driven video game. Kyrie Irving jacks up a shot, misses. Man, they have been unable to hit anything tonight. And now I think we're just going to walk away with this one. Are they going to foul? No, we are going to walk away with another victory. 7-point lead. Ayton, oh my God, Ayton, what are you doing? Ayton, no, he did not.
He is him.
Don't do that, DeAndre. Oh my God.
Superman is in the building.
Amazing.
DeAndre Ayton, for no reason, hits a fadeaway three in the corner to add insult to injury. We are going to game 7. Let's go ahead and jump into it. Oh my word. Luka and Derek Lively both foul out. Kyrie drops 47 points. However, we are up by 6 with 1:02 left on the clock. We also have the ball. Are we really going to win this series? Luka has fouled out in 2 of... No, he fouled out in all 3 games we've watched? Wow. Terrible showing from Doncic.
I'm tired as hell.
Hopefully we get something similar from the next round, which I saw OKC is waiting for us. But we are going to win this one, I think, going away. We'll stick with it just in case, but we're up by 8 with 49.3 on the clock, and Luka Doncic out of the game, so it's all on Kyrie's shoulders here.
Who?
Okay, that is going to be the ball game, folks. We are moving on to the Western Conference Finals, where we will play the Oklahoma City Thunder for a chance to represent the Western Conference in the NBA Finals. Hopefully we can make it happen here in year number 2. We have been doing very well so far, but let's check out this Thunder team, and I really don't know if we have a chance. They got Shea, of course, Giddey's here. Apparently Grant came over here, but Chet is also up in the 90s. They look like they might be... Oh, James Weissman.
Let me put a shirt on for you.
Yeah, so they're missing Jalen Williams is out probably with an injury, but this team is looking very spicy. Gonna be... Oh, is that... They also have Alexander Sarr. He's like, isn't he the guy that's supposed to be the first? I think this guy has potential to be the first overall pick next year, if I've read my mock drafts correctly recently, and they have him coming off the bench. So this team is going to be very good. Let's hop into it and hope we don't get swept. This is very helpful for us. Of course, I feel bad for Chet and the Thunder, but Chet is out for the season, and we're up 3-1 here in the Western Conference Finals. We might win a championship in year 2.
So inspirational, man.
I mean, it's going to be tough to beat the Cavs, who I assume is going to be our opponent. But let's hop into this game and see if we can finish them out. No real reason to jump into this when we have an 11-point lead with 49 seconds left to go. We're going to win this one going away. We'll be headed to the NBA Finals behind Tyler Hatch's Western Conference Finals MVP performance. And I believe we're going to be facing, yes, the Cleveland Cavaliers, the battle of the 2 red teams.
I mean, the stupid stuff he says.
Evan Mobley up to a 90, Donovan Mitchell 93, Garland up to an 88. We definitely have an advantage at depth and a big advantage at center, honestly, which could prove to be the difference, but we're going to have, but of course you don't play the games on paper. So let's hop into this and see how it goes. All right. It's all tied up 3-3. If we win a title here, I will be incredibly surprised, but I guess that's just the power of Tyler Hatch. Unfortunately, it looks like the power of Tyler Hatch has died out. We are down by 10 with, it's going to be over. Yeah, they win by 11. The Cavs are back-to-back NBA champions. Again, I do not understand why 2K thinks this team is so good.
What's so good about Cleveland?
What can you do? We make it to the finals, though, in year number 2, so there's definitely some hope for the future. Let's go ahead and jump forward into year number 3. It is year number 8.
I don't know what he was talking about, but...
And Tyler Hatch is actually progressing very well. Unfortunately, our other guys are kind of still in this mid-80 range, which, again, we made it to the finals last year, so not too terrible. Obviously, the team still definitely has a chance to compete. After all, we did do very well last year. I don't know if we're going to be able to run it back this year because we haven't made any big improvements outside of Tyler Hatch just getting better. Would really like to see Scoot progressing faster, but what can you do? He still has A+ potential, so it's definitely a chance that he could really turn it on here in the last 3 years of the save. Let's go ahead and jump into it and see what happens. All right, we are here at the end of the season. Wembanyama has cemented himself as the best player in the league. 27, 14, and 3.5 blocks per game. An absolutely absurd stat line from the 7'4" man from France. Rookie of the year, Ace Bailey. Wemby is defensive player of the year for the 3rd year in a row. Cassell is most improved. Wemby is the clutch player of the year. He is just cleaning up wards. And it looks like the Thunder are the best team in the league. Tyler Hatch makes 2nd team all NBA. Okay, a little surprised there. He's up to 90 overall. And Hatch is also all defensive 2nd team. Okay, so what did we finish? Ooh, all the way back to the 6th seed. That is a downgrade from last year. We'll have to check and see if there's any injuries. Let's go ahead and check our stats. Okay, so it looks like Simons only played 59 games. Wait, did they trade? No, there he is. I just missed him. DeAndre Ayton. Okay, Ayton did play 80 games, so not too big of an injury problem outside of Simons. We're not going up against Wemby in round 1. This team is looking very spicy. They still have Vassell, Sohan, Keldon Johnson, Branham. They did add Drew Holiday, who's got to be like 36. Obviously, Wemby is the best player in the NBA right now.
You ain't got to worry about being skinny down in San Antonio.
Let's go ahead and see if we can match up with them or if they're going to bounce us in round 1. Gotta be honest, I'm a little surprised we're able to do this. Wemby plays well, but it does not matter when our guards are dominating them so much. We win in 6. Now we're going on to face the Dallas Mavericks.
Can you get him another beer?
We went up against last year, and I thought we were going to lose because they have Kyrie and Luka. Which, do they still have those guys? Let's check. They do have Luka. Kyrie is gone. Actually, this team looks much worse. So we have honestly, we probably have a good shot of winning this one. We may make it to the Western Conference Finals yet again. We make it through in 5 games. Now it's on to face this OKC team who still has SGA, Josh Giddey. I mean, it's pretty much their whole team that they have today. They've added the Cum Bucket.
Why does it sound like you're drunk?
Of course, and then Alex Fudge. So that's a couple of great names to add to the Thunder roster. All right, let us go ahead and hop into this one and see if we can take them down. It's going to be tough. This team is very good. I mean, our team is solid, but yeah, I don't know if we have anybody that can compete with SGA. That's going to be a tough one. SGA is just on another level.
Open your mouth wide and take it.
The Thunder are up 3-0. We're going to try to avoid the sweep, but I'm guessing that's probably not happening. 1:36 on the clock. Portland has the lead by 3. They're at home. Chet has 5 fouls, so definitely in. Ooh, okay. No, that's going to be out on them. Oh, no, it is out on them. Okay, we get the ball. Chet has 5 fouls, so he could be subbing out any second. Jalen Williams coming into the game for Alexander Sarr. I think that guy is going to be very good in the next. Like, I think he's going to be a very high lottery pick next year, so it's kind of wild that the Thunder have him. Anyways, Simon with the ball. Oh! He is now injury-free, which is good for us. Gonna go at Josh Giddey. Doesn't get it to Aiden. Does get it to Aiden. That's who you want to get to because we'd love to see Chet Holmgren foul out here. But Simon's going to drive at his guy, gets it over to Henderson, scoop, shoots it, and makes it.
Booyah!
Ooh, I thought that was a 3, but I think he was inside the arc, so it was only a 2. We are up by 5, 1:15 on the clock. Now, SGA has been having a very good game, and he gets fouled there going to the basket. That's from Scoot. Scoot is on his 3rd, so no worries about him fouling out at this point, but the worry is, of course, that SGA will make these free throws. First one is up, it is a make, and his second shot is up, and it is a make. It is back to a 3-point game. Now remember, we're only playing to avoid a sweep here, so we're going to have to win 4 games in a row if we want to get back to the finals, but it could happen. They got to go at Chet. They're not going at Chet. Tyler Hatch rips from 3. Ooh, a big miss there. He was pretty open. That's a good shot for him to take. He has 97 3-ball, so I'm not mad at the shot. Unfortunately, he's unable to hit it. SGA going to be, oh my gosh, this defense, is that Scoop? Is that Scoot again? Scoot scoops it.
That's just awful.
And he should get it up to Ayton. He does not. Instead, he goes to the basket himself, hits the step back, misses, and Chet gets the rebound over DeAndre Ayton. Unfortunately, Ayton has not been playing super well this series. That's part of the problem. Of course, Chet is like 97, 94. SGA is 95, but he misses there. Rebound from Shaden. Shaden brings the ball up the court. Sharp gets right around Lou Dort, and he is going to go to the line. I believe they might have a foul to give. They do not. Sharp is at the line. He can make this a 5-point game with 26 seconds on the clock. He makes his first. Good free throw shooter, so hopefully he'll make this one as well. It is up in the air, and that is a big, big miss there. Okay, Jalen Williams has the ball, races down the court. Honestly, I would think, oh my God, what a terrible pass. What was that? What was he doing? What did he do that for? Just right in Tyler Hatch's face. What is he doing? What a terrible pass. All right. The Thunder apparently are not bringing their intensity today. They know they're up 3-0. They didn't really care about this game. They want to win in front of the Oklahoma City crowd. We will go see if they can make that happen. Presumably, I assume they're not going to get back into this. It is a 6-point game with 20 seconds on the clock. They call a timeout. We'll see what they do. Thunder are going to have to shoot quick. They only have about 21 seconds to go. They still have most of their... Oh, actually, Dort has the 3-ball, so he must be a good 3-point shooter. I apologize if he is in real life. I did not know his game. Oh my gosh, 3 steals in the final 90 seconds. Wait. The Trailblazers are not going to go home tonight. All right, we are going to go ahead. If he makes either of these, we'll just skip forward and go ahead and get into game number 5. First shot is up. That's a make. Scoot puts the team on his back. I mean, he gets 2 steals. Hatch gets 1, I think. Maybe Sharp got a steal in there. I don't remember the specifics of it, but we are going to win this one at home. We're going to avoid the sweep. We're going to go ahead and get ourselves into game number 5. 44 seconds on the clock. This one is probably over. I went ahead and hopped in here at the very end just in case we can make a quick turnaround and fix this one, get ourselves back into it. But it's probably the end of the road here for us.
I said whatever.
Especially if SGA hits that, and he does not. Okay, Ayton gets the rebound. Got to move fast, DeAndre. Come on. All right, Scoot gets the ball. He can move fast. Gets it to Hatch. Hatch could shoot. He does not. All right, guys, we're down by 7. We can't be, we are lollygagging here. Come on, you got to make something happen. Brogdon having a good night. I think he has 21 points, make it 24. Hitting that shot, a big shot in Josh Giddey's face. I'm assuming they're going to foul here, and they do. Josh Giddey potentially going to the line. No, they had a foul to give. Okay, 19.6 seconds, a 4-point lead for the Thunder. Josh Giddey goes to the free throw line. Not the best shooter in real life. I don't know how good of a free throw shooter he is, but he is a good person to foul, I think, at this point of the game. So shot is up. That is a make. He's an 81% free throw shooter, so probably not. I mean, you know, obviously SGA is probably higher, but still not a great person to foul. They go up by 6 with 18.6 seconds. Maybe if the Trailblazers had moved the ball just a little bit quicker at the start of this possession, at the start of their last possession, they would have a chance. But unfortunately, it doesn't look like that is going to be the case here. We are going to see what they do when they inbound this ball. 19 seconds on the clock. If they can hit a quick three, there's a chance. We have seen some crazy things happen in the real NBA. It could happen here. Unfortunately, there we go. Simons finally pulls up. Kapuya! Oh my gosh, they're hitting big threes here, though. Would love to get it to Giddey again. I mean, he's our best option, I think, especially with Chet inbounding. Okay, we just need him to miss one of these. Well, we need him to miss both. We need him to miss both. So cross your fingers, say your prayers, Trailblazers fans. He misses the first.
Kawhi Leonard going crazy.
He misses the first. There's a chance. All right, Josh Giddey could put this one away, basically, with a make. He does make the shot there. We call a timeout. We'll see what we draw up, see if we can get a quick shot off. Okay, we have a lot of good shooters in here. Hatch, great shooter. Simons, not bad. Scoot, not bad. Shaden, not bad. It's going to be Hatch. Hatch jacks up the triple, misses it. That's going to be your ball game. They're going to foul. I don't really know why. The Portland Trailblazers are going to bomb out of the playoffs here. Of course, the Thunder are a very good opponent, so no shame in losing to this team. They're very, very good. Hopefully we can make a couple moves, add a couple of big pieces, and maybe even just see some progression from our young guys. They've been getting up into the mid-80s. Now let's get up to the high 80s. Team that with Hatch being in the 90s, and maybe we'll have a contender on our hands. There we go. Hatch ended on a strong note. He does not. We are going to get out of here. We'll go check and see who wins the finals, and then we will jump into season number 4. The Oklahoma City Thunder did win the championship. They won it over the Pistons.
What?
Can I show you this team real quick? Because they do not have Cade Cunningham anymore. They went and got Jalen Brunson. They also, they had someone else, I thought. Maybe he got injured? Oh, and Jason Tatum is on the team, but he is injured. If Jason Tatum had been healthy, this team would have had a legit chance. I mean, they signed 2 massive free agents in their offseason. Still have Jaden Ivey, one of the Thompson twins, Isaiah Stewart, Andre Drummond's here from Chicago. Let's go ahead and jump into year number 4. Hopefully we can make some big free agent signings. Well, you can already tell what happened. We had a bunch of guys with expiring contracts. They left. Now, I will say, of course, this team is not fair because Tyler Hatch is on a nothing contract and he is our best player. But we did go out and sign Paolo Banchero to take the place of DeAndre Ayton, and I think Bruce Brown also left. Now, we have a bunch of smaller guys, you know, Scoot 6'3", Shaden, he's 6'5", Simons is 6'3", and Brogdon is 6'4". I mean, we definitely have one of them at least coming off the bench. And we have, you know, Carter Knox, Amani Bates. Now here, this is exciting, okay? This is pretty exciting because we added Bryce James in the draft. So we have the youngest James son. Not thinking he's going to contribute a ton, but could be fun. But potentially, he could grow into quite the player. Let's go ahead and jump into year number 4, the penultimate season, and see if this team can make our way back to at least the Western Conference Finals. If not, play for a championship. SGA picks up MVP. If this guy wins Rookie of the Year, maybe made up, not really sure.
Oh, and then put it into his own chin.
Alexander Sarr, again, I think he's going to be a high draft pick, so he is a good player for the Thunder, wins 6th Man of the Year. Wemby wins Defensive Player of the Year, 4th year running. Bronny is your most improved. We have the wrong James, it appears. Luka is your Clutch Player of the Year. Tyler Hatch is back in the second team. Look at Cooper Flag already up here, okay, but yes. Also, does that look anything like Cooper Flag? I don't think so, but maybe I'm wrong. Tyler, of course, this doesn't look anything like Tyler Hatch, except for maybe the hair. Tyler Hatch, 2nd team All-NBA. Tyler Hatch, 2nd team All-Defense. He's up to 92 as well. We are the 3 seed. We're going to be going up against Memphis. Let's look at our stats real quick. The good news is not a lot of injury troubles here. Amani Bates has actually played 70. He starts 2 games. Wow, okay, good for you, Amani. He's a good shooter, could turn into something good. And Bryce James played every single game. You like to see that, even though he's not a great player yet, but hopefully he can get there.
Yeah, mother level.
Let's look at this Memphis team real quick. They still have Ja, Desmond Bane. They added Chris Middleton. Triple J is here. Russell is here. It's a tight one. Grizzlies have a 3-2 series lead, but we've won the last 2 games, so maybe we could force a game 7?
Yeah. One time.
Not even close. Let's see who wins the finals. And it's Oklahoma City once again. All right. Final year of the save. Probably not going to make any trades or moves, but hopefully we can just see some nice progression and maybe get one last chance at a title before we end this thing. As expected, the team mostly stood pat. They added John Collins, but otherwise we're just relying on some of our young players becoming better. Hatch all the way up to a 93. Scoot is now a 90. Paolo's still at an 89. Sharp's an 88. Simon's probably, he's maxed out at 84. But yeah, a very good team. Let's see how they do. Okay, we might not win a title, but Tyler Hatch does win an MVP, which is kind of wild. I did not expect that anytime soon. David Person is your Rookie of the Year. Bronny James, sixth man. That man keeps picking up awards. Love to see that, especially after the troubles he had earlier this year with injury. I guess, is it an injury or like, I don't know, whatever you call it, his heart issues. Wimby is 5-time Defensive Player of the Year already. Every year of his career, he's going to win it. Trey Johnson, Most Improved. RJ Barrett, Clutch Player of the Year. Of course, Hatch is a first-team All-NBA. Okay, are we a good seed? We are the 4 seed. We're going up against Memphis again. All right, let's check our stats. A pretty injury-free season from us, although somehow we added Terry Rozier and OG in the middle of the season, which is a weird one. Bryce still playing 10 minutes a game, plays every single game, so he continues to improve. Maybe Brogdon got hurt, and that's why we had to go pick up... Oh, Lindy Waters, let's go.
He is him.
Oh, love Lindy Waters. This team is looking very good. Let's see if they can make their way back to the finals. We haven't been there since season number 2, so it would be good to get back there at least once. We rolled through Memphis. Now it's onto this Houston team that has Stephen Cassell, who I don't know very well. Actually, a lot of these guys I don't know very well. Shingoat, of course, we know very well. Dylan Brooks, I know very well.
It's a family show, y'all.
Garuba, Wendell Carter Jr. Do they have anyone injured? Yes, Cade Cunningham is injured, which is good news for us, bad news for the Rockets. Let's see how this series goes. Okay, they don't have Cade, but they have been able to force a Game 7, so let's hop in and see if our trio of 90s can carry us to the Western Conference Finals.
Come on, bring the dogs.
Well, I don't think we're going to hop into this one. Unfortunately, the Rockets are up by 8 with 1:06 on the clock. I mean, we can check and see if it goes anywhere close. Oh, actually... that's probably not going to be anything. Yeah, they are going to win by 9. We are out of the playoffs, unfortunately. Cade Cunningham did come back for this game, scored 19 points. Honestly, they just got scored from all over because if you look, they didn't have anybody just dominating. I mean, we had 3 guys, I think, in 20. Yeah, 3 guys in the 20s. But their bench just completely destroyed ours. And unfortunately, that means we have bombed out of the playoffs in the second round. Houston will go on to face OKC. Let's sim forward and see who wins these playoffs. And on the back of Stephen Cassell, the Houston Rockets are your NBA champions.
Who needs James Harden?
Now what we're going to do here is I'm going to sim forward quickly 5 or so more years just to see if the Trailblazers get up to anything interesting, and then we'll wrap this thing up. We are here in 2032, and the Portland Trailblazers are in the finals against the Indiana Pacers. Now I'm going to show you these teams in a second, but first I just want to run you through this because it did get very fun here toward the end. Now, as you can see, Oklahoma City drafted Cameron Boozer, and my man is dominating the league so far. But if we go over to past champions, we did win last year because we added in kind of like a wild move. They were able to bring in AJ.
What was he hesitating for?
Dabansa, I think that's how you pronounce it. I apologize if I'm incorrect. They were able to bring him in, but keep most of the team together just because of how the contracts worked out. Now, we still have him. I can show you the team. We have Dabansa, we still have Scoot, we still have Shaden. We pretty much have everybody. Bryce, I think, is hurt. Wait, Bryce is injured right now going into this game, but he's coming back very soon, so they look very good. Now, this is what the Pacers look like. They are not very good. We have a very good shot to take this team down and win a back-to-back title. I mean, they have a good bench, right? But their 3 and 4 spots just not very good, so I think we have a good shot here. Let's go ahead and see how it goes. Sim through game 1. We win game 1 and game 2 and game 3. We're going to go in and see if we can sweep this team. And as you can see, the Portland Trailblazers up by 35 points.
Hey, you're a bad man.
At the end of the game, they are going to win this one going away. So I will go ahead and jump to the confetti drop. Unfortunately, Halliburton, Darius Garland, the rest of the team not able to make any noise here in the finals, and the Trailblazers win back-to-back titles. And that is all she wrote, ladies and gentlemen. The Trailblazers, as I said, are 2-time champions. It took a while, but some lucky timing in the free agent market led to us getting able to put together a team that could win a title. So this Frankenstein experiment is officially a success. For now, I will go ahead and get out of here. I will see you all next time. Goodbye.
Thank you.
Of course, we still have to deal with this stupid bug. Would really love to see this fixed by 2K, but unfortunately it hasn't happened yet. Maybe in the next update.
These guys, man.